The year 2020 has created an uproar around the world. First, the threatening disease, the COVID-19, and now the massive asteroid approaching the Earth's surface. In addition, as far as science is concerned, in 2020 there is a lot of disruption in astronomy. NASA is constantly issuing its facts and warnings. Outer space has been reported numerous strange things. This year, despite many eclipses and lunar eclipses in the sky, there have been lots of hulchil creation in the space. There is a new warning issued by NASA, but according to the news spread all along, what is the new warning issued by NASA? Space Agency NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, has issued a warning to the world about the gigantic and dangerous asteroid. According to NASA, that is numerically equal to 14 crores 95 lakhs 99,000 kilometers is the distance between the Sun and the Earth. It is expected that by Saturday, the gigantic asteroid, which is traveling at an astonishing speed of 13.5 kilometers per second or 48,000 kilometers per hour, will be 50 lakhs 86,328 kilometers away from our planet in astronomical hairs width terms. The facts for the associated asteroids are that they are miniature rocky objects that revolve around the Sun. In 1801, the first asteroid called Ceres was discovered by Giuseppe Piazzi. Ceres is the first asteroid discovered, also known as the largest asteroid, with 933 kilometers, 580 miles across. The smallest known asteroid, BA 1991, is only 6 meters, that is 20 feet across. Currently, there are more than 830,000 known asteroids in our solar system. Most asteroids orbit asteroid belts, which are a series of rings between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Star-like asteroid, term first given by astronomer William Herschel in 1802. Current theory shows that planetoids are planetesimals, objects formed by rock, dust, and other materials. The structural blocks of planets, never incorporated in one of the 8 planets in our solar system. Apollo objects are asteroids which orbit passes through the Earth's orbit. Planetoid about 0.1 miles wide is believed to be exploded over Siberia, causing damage within a radius of hundreds of miles. Most asteroids are different in shape because they are too small to exert enough gravity to become spherical. Some asteroids are blown out comets. When the ice has disappeared, all that remained is in the rock material. Car-sized meteors fall into the Earth's atmosphere once a year on an average. This produces a bright fireball effect, but it usually burns in the atmosphere before reaching the ground. According to scientists, the collision of the asteroid about 65 million years ago caused a chain reaction that led to the extinction of the dinosaurs and affected all life on Earth. Coming approach, currently, potentially hazardous asteroids, that is PHA, are defined based on parameters that measure the potential of asteroids to threaten a close approach to Earth. Brigham Live quoted the Space Agency said. It further appended that specifically all planetoids with a minimum orbit crossing distance, that is MOID, less than or equal to 0.05 astronomical units, are considered to be PHA. Recently, NASA said on its Jet Propulsion Laboratory website that near-Earth objects are asteroids and comets that are attracted to the orbit by the gravity of nearby planets, causing them to enter the vicinity of the Earth. The scientific interests of planets, especially asteroids and comets, are relatively unchanged debris from the formation of the solar system about 4.6 billion years ago because of their status. The agency informing about asteroids' nature stated that the huge outer giant planets or exoplanets like the Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune, formed by the cluster of billions of comets and the fragments left over from the formation processes, are the comets that we see today. Moreover, today's asteroids are sporadic fragments remaining after the initial coalescence of inner planets including Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. It may be dangerous for Earth. According to the Space Agency, NASA, this asteroid 2020 ND may also prove to be hazardous for the Earth. This asteroid will come closest to the Earth on July 24, 2020. According to NASA's warning, this asteroid will fall within the range of 0.034 astronomical units of the planet Earth. According to the Brigham report, an astronomical unit is equal to 150 million kilometers, that is, the distance between the Earth and the Sun will be becoming more closer to the Earth. The asteroid is certainly found to be about 170 meters long, will be as close as 0.034 astronomical units, that is 50,86,328 kilometers, to our planet, and is traveling at a speed of 48,000 kilometers per hour. Its distance from the Earth has placed it in the potentially dangerous category. According to NASA, potentially hazardous asteroids, that are the PHAs, are currently defined based on parameters that measure the asteroid's potential to make threatening close approaches to the Earth. Specifically, all asteroids with a minimum orbit intersection distance, that is MOID, of 0.05 astronomical units or less are considered as PHAs. NASA classifies objects like these are near-Earth objects, that is NEOs, as they get nudged by other planets' gravitational attraction, resulting in their proximity to our solar system. Even so, it is not necessary that asteroids classified as PHAs will impact the Earth. It only means there is a possibility for such a threat. By monitoring these PHAs and updating their orbits and new observations become available, we can better predict the close approach statistics and thus the Earth impact threat, NASA says. NEOs are comets and asteroids nudged by the gravitational attraction of the nearby planets into orbits which allow them to enter the Earth's neighborhood. These objects are composed mostly of watery ice with embedded dust particles and occasionally approach close to the Earth as they orbit the Sun. NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies (CNEOs) determines the Earth times and distances of these objects as and when their approach to the Earth is close. The level of threat. According to the Planetary Society, there are estimated to be around 1 billion asteroids having a diameter greater than 1 meter. The objects that can cause significant damage upon impacting are larger than 30 meters. Every year, about 30 small asteroids hit the Earth, but do not cause any major damage on the ground. NASA's Near-Earth Objects Observations Program finds, tracks, and characterizes over 90% of the predicted number of NEOs that are 140 meters or larger, bigger than a small football stadium, which according to the Space Agency are of the greatest concern due to the level of the devastation that their impact is capable of causing. However, it is important to note that no asteroid larger than 140 meters has a significant chance of hitting the Earth for the next 100 years. Deflecting asteroids. Over the years, scientists have suggested different ways to ward off such threats, such as blowing up the asteroid before it reaches the Earth, or deflecting it off its earthbound course by hitting it with a spacecraft. The most drastic measure undertaken so far is the Asteroid Impact and Deflection Assessment, that is AIDA, which includes an ESA's Double Asteroid Redirection Test, that is DART, mission, and the European Space Agency's, that is the ESA, HERA. The mission's target is Didymos, a binary near-Earth asteroid, one of whose bodies is of the size that could pose the most likely significant threat to Earth. In 2018, NASA announced that it had started the construction of DART, which is scheduled to launch in 2021 with an aim to slam into the smaller asteroid or the Didymos system at around 6 kilometers per second in 2022. HERA, which is scheduled to launch in 2024, will arrive at the Didymos system in 2027 to measure the impact crater produced by the DART collision and study the change in the asteroid's orbital trajectory. Going up later this week is the asteroid 2020 ND, which is 260 meters large at its widest point and has designated H value of almost 22. Scheduled to fly by on July 24, asteroid 2020 ND will thankfully be further away from Earth and approach our planet at a distance of about 5.57 million kilometers at its nearest orbit intersection with the Earth. Asteroid 465824 2010 FR's close approach to Earth will be the farthest among all the largest space rocks floating around us, where at about 7.4 million kilometers away its orbit intersection with Earth is at the upper limit of what is considered hazardous. 2010 FR is 270 meters large in diameter at its widest point and has visibility value of 21.7. It is expected to safely fly past Earth on September 6. The most monstrous asteroid slated to approach Earth within the remaining 6 months of 2020 is 153201 2000 WO107, which at its largest point has a diameter of 820 meters, almost as large as 8 football pitches in length, and only slightly smaller than the height of Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. This mammoth space rock will approach Earth at a distance of 4.3 million kilometers on November 29 and has designated H-value of 19.3, which thankfully cuts it out from NASA CNEO's PHA classification list. The final big space rock to fly past Earth this year is asteroid 501647-2014 ST224, which will approach us on December 25. Of all the large boulders hurtling along space, 2014 ST224 will come to the closest to the Earth, with its orbit intersection being 3.02 million kilometers from the Earth. It is far smaller than the 200 WO107 to 820 meter size, but at 210 meter wide. 2014 ST224 is large enough as well. Its H value of 22.3 also classifies it as a PHA and makes for one of the largest asteroids that tick all the check boxes for being a potentially threatening one for Earth. The space boffins in the United States have named it as asteroid 2020 ND. Asteroid 2020 ND will be almost 50% bigger than the famous London Eye will move past Earth on July 24. According to NASA, asteroid 2020 ND will be as close as 0.034 astronomical units to our planet. It is 50,86,328 kilometers to our planet. It is traveling at a great speed of 48,000 kilometers per hour. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration has issued a warning that an asteroid 50% bigger than the famous London Eye will move past Earth on July 24. The space boffins in the United States have named it as asteroid 2020 ND. The asteroid is also classified as potentially hazardous asteroid, that is PHA, and near-Earth object NEO by NASA. The asteroid is estimated to be of 120 to 260 meter in diameter, but there isn't anything to worry about as it won't be the asteroid's first time visiting Earth. It has done at least 5 times before as per NASA. It maintains an orbit around the Sun that makes it come close to both Earth and Mars every once in a while. According to NASA, asteroid 2020 ND will be as close as 0.034 astronomical units, that is numerically 50,86,228 kilometers to our planet, and is traveling at a great speed of 48,000 kilometers per hour. 5 other asteroids will fly past Earth this month, which includes the 2002 BF25 on July 21, the 2020 ND on July 24, 2020 MX3 on July 29, as well as the 2018 PY7 and the 2007 RF1 on July 31.